On this episode of Wet Hot Wine, we learn how Tyler from Monument fell into winemaking and just how glamorous it really is. Oh, hello. This is Wet Hot Wine, and you are in the right place today because we have another very special guest. We have the honor of hosting Tyler Magyar from Monument Wines, and it's going to be a really good time.
Woohoo!
But before we get into that, we do need to let people know that we are going to take a short break this summer. So we are not going to be putting out any long-form podcasts, but you can still keep up with us on social media, on our Instagram at Wet Hot Wine or on YouTube. We're going to be drinking wine all summer. Come see what we're up to, and we'll see you there. So, Tyler, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing some wine. We've heard some pretty entertaining stories about you from our friends, Jenny and Jim at Fossil and Fawn. And then we got so lucky to run into you in the wild at Wild Bunch.
In the wild.
Exactly. And I'm just so grateful that you accepted our invitation and came to hang out with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I heard that you started your wine company in 2018 and that you are a one-man show. Is that right?
Yeah.
And yet somehow your wine is like all around the world a little bit.
Yeah, kind of. It's a little bit of an illusion, and I just feel like it's when you want to notice something, you notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it's everywhere because it's very little, and it's
like a secret everywhere.
Kind of, yeah. And I feel the same. And it's not just me. I think it's my friends as well, where you're up close to it, and it's like the biggest thing in the world to you, and it's exciting to go into a store in New York or even here in Portland, and someone's walking by and they have a little tote bag, and you see like your little label poking out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's the best. And I my day job is selling wine, and I'll sit there and someone will ask, like, do you know anything about this? And I can either go like, I know everything about it. Or like, I know that sounds good, And it's like, that's better than scorings and ratings is just like literally watching someone in a store grab something that means a lot to you. My friend's wine, my wine.
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's so cool.
That does sound
And
cool.
it's as good day one as it's probably better now, right?
Yeah. Hopefully.
But yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to hear kind of more about your whole process and how you got your wine around the world. Obvious first question we have to know, like, how did you get into wine and how did that like become transitioning into like being a winemaker?
I'm not going to say the short because that would be a lie, but I will try not to be long. The medium, I guess, story is like, my dad's a chocolate maker. And
That's cool.
Wow. Let's do chocolate instead. Bury the lead.
Time out.
And he didn't bring any.
So sad.
And in like on Jersey Shore, small business. And I think when you grow up like in the late 80s, early 90s in a small business, it's novel. And now it's even more novel. All the dads and half the moms in my little beach town went up to New York and spent 2 hours each way on the train to go do stockbrokery stuff. And my dad just stayed
and made
chocolate and served ice cream. And,
that sounds like ideal.
And you like, I did homework underneath the little melting table in the front window and just like.
It's like a movie.
I know, it is. And now you're a winemaker, which also is like a movie.
Being blonde and the son of a chocolate maker, it's like a certain Charlie in the Chocolate Factory sort of thing. And I just think like the nuts and bolts of it is like just every day a bunch of people come excited and happy to see my dad essentially and see what he makes. And I didn't have the like artistic authorship kind of idea of it yet. I was just like, everyone just comes over here and is happy. When you work in a wine store, a flower store, a chocolate store, like no one's upset to see you. Even if you had a bad day, you're like, I'm getting chocolate, right? And it was really like, I knew it was impactful. And then you go off to college and I went to New York. And you kind of realize how special it is being 17 and a teenager and into like, rebellion a little bit. I didn't want to do what he did. I didn't dislike it at all, but I was like, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to do whatever. And to skip timelines, it is funny looking back at my life. I think I had to get away and collect things in order to essentially follow his footsteps. I really consider what I do to be the second generation of my family business. Awesome. Not only because it's rare and weird to do something small and at a limited scale in this world, but I was in college, like doing kind of arty stuff, wanted to like design furniture. or be a writer. And I was interning around and I wanted to get a job in a chocolate shop. And I figured like, if I want to be a Nepo baby, the only thing I can do is basically like package chocolates. And I had a weird schedule and no one hired me. And I was like really bent out of shape. But I think I'm not very competitive, but in trying to get a job in New York, I think I was like, what do I have a qualification in at 18 that other people don't? You know? And so I just like applied to work in wine stores because my mom would buy boxed wine before, like, or, you know, the crappy little bottle or something in a little shop. And someone who was impossibly old, AKA our age now or younger probably, would advise her on a bottle of wine, and she would grab it and I would be next to the cigar case and smell the little cigar boxes and look at the wines and stuff. I had no interest in wine. I was interested in food and chocolate and all. And it just was like really novel. And I was like, that's particular. That's like niche.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're making your own little chocolate shop.
And like having an artistic thing, I didn't want to be a painter ever. But like, I think just something really, really niche where there's like a common language I was really drawn to.
That's awesome.
I like that. Yeah. I feel like maybe that's a little bit why I'm drawn to wine too, is the like the artistic, like,
I was thinking about that too, especially with like even with Fossil and Fawn, like all of you guys are artists.
Very much so.
Very much. And I'm like, oh, this is like really draws in that artistic perspective and the expression of yourself. In your Speaking of, like, what is our first wine? What did you bring us today?
This is a world debut.
Wait, can we hold it up?
Yeah, I'll get there. Okay. Well, I put the label. I put the label on in the car.
It's really fresh.
And it was kind of cold, and I chipped it a little. Oh. And it's on sideways, so we could fix it in post.
If that's artist on there, is that a...
That's my mom. That's where I come from.
Aww.
This is a wine called Jenny.
Is that your mom's name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's named after her. It's my little like pseudo-rosé.
Oh.
Kind of orange wine, kind of rosé.
Should we cheers?
Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers. See you guys.
Smells like so good.
So good.
I can't tell what it smells.
I get peach. I get some like peach undertones.
Yeah. It smells like something, and I cannot put my finger on it.
It smells like awesome.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Yeah, this is
wrong.
This is a little party. I like it.
Yeah, this is so good.
Canned pineapple. I'm just kidding. Actually, no.
I like wine notes that like have something impossible, like inedible things, or you know.
I'm honestly picking up like a new belt, leather. You know when you lick the back.
Yes.
Oh.
Not an old belt.
I'm kidding. I don't think I've ever done that, but this is what I imagine it would be
this
like.
is why actually
It smells like vegan leather. Like it's plastic.
it smells like, tastes like plastic.
I mean, all of these things are literally grapes that have slightly different parentages in slightly different soils.
What's all in here?
Yeah.
I have to notes. It's Sauvignon Blanc, a rosé of Syrah, Muscat, hence the peaches,
I love them.
and a little bit of Gewürztraminer.
Everything I like in one wine.
I know.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great start.
Getting some floral notes, but
I have like a slight,
I don't know what floral. Like I can't pinpoint.
I think that's what I'm
I
smelling.
was going to ask, like, when you woke up or like had a quiet moment to yourself in your first job at a wine shop, did you have a moment where you were like, this has to get better? Like, I gotta, like, because selling wine, selling other people's wine and doing your own stuff is like, it's totally different.
That's a great question. I've never been asked it.
Oh.
And I'm like a retail person through and through, coming from Dad's store. I do it.
You've heard it. You're hearing it here first.
That's an exclusive wine.
Exclusive. Hold on.
No, I think that's a great perspective because we look at this like I started working here and writing, and then I was going to like not every person who writes wants to write a book. And of course, if you sell wine, I never wanted to make wine. I was disinterested in it, and not just because it seemed inaccessible financially and like I don't own land and therefore it not only it wasn't possible, so I didn't want it, and I didn't want it, so it wasn't possible. The closest was my buddy Tim and I worked in a great little wine store, and we would walk through the store and push into the punt and feel the glass and say, if you ever made a wine, what punt would, like literally we didn't say what would the label be. He was like, what punt would you use?
Oh my God.
How many varieties of punts are there?
Wait, this visual.
Yeah.
It's just you and your friend walking around fingering bottles. And that's when you had your moment.
He's going to love this.
You had your moment of like, what would my bottle be?
Yeah. But everyone has that kind of like it's not as straightforward as you're like, were you bored of stalking other?
You know, Tyler, I would expect nothing less from you, honestly.
No, yeah. But I think that there is that. That's how inaccessible it was. It's like I would dare not like make a great.
Miles and miles away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like went to California with my first love in like 2005. I lived there for the summer with her family, and we went to a bunch of vineyards. And I like have pictures on Facebook of like the first vineyard I ever visited. And there's a picture of a press. This is so boring except to winemakers. And in the caption of the picture, I said, "This is a grape distemmer." Like I don't know why I just said that story, but like I was wrong. I didn't have a plan for any of it. I just wanted to open a wine store, honestly. And I think there's a degree of like over and under confidence that I think drives me creatively and professionally, like both believing in and I think it's an artistic kind of thing. I believe in myself literally too much and not enough and not at the right times. So I wanted to have a wine store, not really because it's like, because I wanted to decorate the front window like my mom did at my dad's store. And I wanted to slowly then sell pamphlets that would turn into books of poetry that would then turn into stories. And then it would be a printing press and then host.
Wow.
But it's like, but they're like, so you want to have a cafe? And it's like, God, no. I think insulating yourself from your perceived failure. Like I literally, quote unquote, it's a success because I like what I'm doing. I looked at the camera for that. I don't know why. But like, it's because the rubric for what I wanted to do, I made broad enough that it was impossible to fail.
Nice.
It just wanted to like, okay, now I'm selling someone's wine. Now I want to work at a better wine store. Now I want to do more at this wine store. Now I want to do this.
So you kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
Snowballed
You wanted
into.
more. It was like a
Always
gradual.
wanting
And
Well,
there's just,
it's like probably we're also growing too.
Yeah, it's like outgrowing each thing,
Yeah.
right?
Like it's just your career was like progressing.
and in
a
New
way.
York, you're like, you have your one friend who has an amazing job within like maybe a corporate structure. And he's like, I'm a junior partner at da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I sell different wines at da-da-da. And I respect and love retail forever. And I think it could be, any of these jobs could be a lifetime pursuit. And you should be able to. But I'm in New York and everyone's like either succeeding or quote unquote failing. Just like, and I felt like I was doing great and terrible at the same time. And I had to get out of New York, and a girlfriend at the time, like, was looking at Portland, and I was like, let's see, okay, whatever. And I got there, and it was like maybe August of 2014, and in like Laurelhurst Park, and the perfect time for Portland, the perfect time of year, everything. And I was like, we're like, you want to move next summer? We're moving next March, you know. And then in terms of winemaking, it was finally the time that I think I wanted to leave wine. I wanted to just enjoy it and have like a little basement that had, 50 bottles in it and go visit it and like be a normie who doesn't work on Saturdays and just visits vineyards and hosts a podcast with my friends. Normie in a respectful way.
Yes, it's fine.
With a script on. Portland was just such a beautiful place to live. But
don't come here.
Don't, for heaven's sake. Yeah, and then it's just like, it's that thing that it kind of just pulls you further and further. I had an electric car at the time that I shared with my girlfriend, and the furthest it got was one vineyard where my friend made wine that I helped bottle, right? And I had to stay all day just to charge it to get back. And there were all these like constraints of like, then we broke up and didn't have a car, and I interned for my first harvest at a place where I could reach it by bike down the Springwater corridor in like Southeast Portland. And
Nice.
And eventually worked with him for a year. He hired me. I quit my job, left wine, and I literally like very smugly was like, I'll never work in a wine store again. I now work in a wine store 8 years later. But I think it was like, I'm going to work for him this year. I don't know where I'm going to live coming up, but I'm so close to a place that makes beautiful wine. I should try to make a wine. Not a vanity thing. Like, I don't have to sell it. I don't have to whatever, but then you still get the license and I'll give it away. And it just be like, kind of like what my dad does.
Look what I did.
Paid for a little bit of it and did the whole thing. And it's like, and then I'll leave and then that'll be my little thing. The problem is like, I loved it. And it kind of answered all the questions of what am I good at? What am I bad at? But we'll get into all that, I think. But like, and then, the next summer, all the barrels are empty and the crop is coming again. And he's like, do you want to do something else again? And you paid for your license and your license is good and you renew it. And at some point you just like, I remember it so well, but I don't remember how and why except for the fact that I was like, well, yeah, I love this. Why would I never do it? And I like the sentiment is it's more complicated now, but the sentiment is the same. It's very bizarre that winemaking is on a calendar. If you want to make a beer tomorrow, you can make one. And if the fashion of beer changes, you can make a different one 2 weeks from then.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Spirits takes many years, right? Painting is different. And it's not better or worse, but it's like it really marries to like a corporal, like human, the idea of I get older every year, my winery gets older the same way.
Yeah.
Every September is
Very like cyclical. Like
Yeah.
you can't.
There are very few things like that. I mean, like if you're an onion farmer, yes.
So, do we have more wine?
Yeah. Gotta finish this.
As requested by Shannon.
Ketchup.
I did
Ooh,
request this
I'm
one.
excited to try this one.
What's funny is
This one comes so highly rated.
not this past Wild Bunch, that was a few months ago, but last year, 2025, I bought this bottle and took it home.
Thank you.
I didn't even.
I noticed one was missing.
I didn't. I didn't even realize it until I saw you again at Wild Bunch, and I was like, oh wait, I think I have that wine, and I hadn't opened it, so I opened it after Wild Bunch.
I'm going to quote Jim and Jenny and say, I'm sorry and thank you.
I liked it.
But there's like a degree where like I like this vintage so much more than that one.
Oh, okay.
That like I'll give you a rebate for like
No,
all for future daughter purchases.
No, I thought it was delicious.
Okay, thank you. This is delicious, sir.
I love
Okay,
the
I'm
colors on
excited.
the label
I know.
too. It's
I
so
love
pretty.
the label.
Child labor. This is
Can
a
you hold it up for the camera to see?
Ta-da.
let it focus.
Beautiful.
Hopefully.
Camera two. I don't know how that works. All right. This is daughter.
Ooh, I smell some cherry in this one.
Really? I smell bubblegum.
Toasted bubblegum?
Toasted bubblegum.
No, that old bazooka
Hubba.
kind, the one that like
Oh.
starts off as like a little tiny block of cement, and you have to like
I could
soften
maybe
it.
see that for just for a second though.
What is it? What is this?
Blend of Pinot Noir and Syrah.
Okay,
75,
I was gonna say
25.
I smell Pinot, and I love Pinot. I'm a Pinot girl.
It does. It does.
got that spice.
Smell like Pinot.
I think did you say cherry, strawberry, something?
Shannon said cherry.
I
She
smelled
said
some
And you
cherry.
said bubblegum. Cherry and bubblegum mathematically equals carbonic maceration.
Oh.
So we're learning things.
Wow.
Which you did a segment on carbonic maceration.
No, we did not.
Destemming.
No.
Oh, we did talk about
Something.
Yes.
the cluster
like
funk.
Cluster funk.
Cluster funk.
That's what we call it.
I have lots of cluster funk because I don't destem anything.
Oh, okay. You because of that picture,
What picture?
the picture you posted.
This
on
is a distemmer.
Oh yeah, that's what I don't know what one is. I just walk around the winery all day. I found out what tanks are so far. This is a hose. Jim just stands around looking like he'll figure it out. Just the blind leading the blind. The sighted leading the sighted. Yeah, the label is a finger painting by my niece. I think I should update it because they're getting older now. It's child labor. But daughter effectively, like kind of the story and feeling both behind the label and identity and wine itself. You know, we like working retail so long, we talk about like this is feminine, this is masculine, and like this is very, very dated, right? But it's floral, it's light, it's forgiving, it's a woman. No, it's strong, it's masculine. And I never really used that verbiage, but it's just you're surrounded by it. Oregon is the place of pretty and Pinot Noir, and that's lovely. And my colleagues I could give you a list of the best Oregon Pinots, and I'm number 100 and whatever. I'm very far down, and I don't want to otherwise. But I did want to put out something Pinot Noir like. I have a couple. I work with one particular vineyard called Rodriguez Family Vineyard, kind of in between the Yosemite Hills and McMinnville, really pretty family-owned site. And I love their Pinot Noir. And it's like, I'm not going to make a Pinot Noir because... And I've made Pinot from other places and continue to. But that was the kind of starting point. Family-run, woman-run vineyard. And in making my first vintage, which was supposed to be one single wine, and like literally one wine, one and done, and it became three, and la. I kind of was examining like the language of wine and what a Pinot is and what this and what that. And in thinking the name of the first second wine that splintered off from the other, I was thinking about my mom and my sister, and my sister was about to have a baby. My grandmother had passed away. My mom's mother had passed away like somewhat recently before then, maybe a year before. And I kept on going really specific of like, how could I do a family homage without sounding snobby, like, you know, family reserve, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I went really specific. Like me, my mom, and my grandma all have a birthmark right here. And I was like, and that's ugly for a wine, but I was like, how do I really relate it to my family and then to this lineage? And I kept on going so specific, and I wanted it to be me and us. And then I just realized, like, what does everyone have in common? And the fact is, my mother is, let's see if I nail this on the first one. My mother is my grandmother's daughter. My sister is my mother's daughter. And my sister has 2 daughters. I almost got it. And the thing they have in common before anything is just being a daughter, which, I mean, means everything and means nothing in a sense, right? And it just felt right to have the kind of quote unquote pretty Pinot Noir. Syrah is my favorite grape. It has to invade all the wines somehow. It is part of all 3 wines that you'll taste today and part of most of my other wines. And the idea, it's partially co-fermented, which I love because there's just like a kind of throw the grapes in and see, and it leads to better clarity and sometimes better aromatics and just like a better cohesion of the wine because they started their lives together. It's partially co-fermented and it's partially blended. The kind of chefing of it come February, March, or April, where you're kind of, and the ambition of it is to always have it be mostly a Pinot Noir that kind of carries the body and weight and feel and like attitude of Pinot Noir, and Syrah is base or whatever is black pepper, is salt, whatever, right? That like, how do I add enough to change the nature where it's unmistakably not exactly that thing? And over the past 8 years, it's been anywhere from like 90-10 to 60-40 as a percentage.
What is it you love about Syrah?
What I love about Syrah, I just like paradox. I like counterpoint. I think it literally boils down to, I love black pepper. I love, at home when I'm cooking, I will like chew on a few rounds when I'm like filling. I love the spice and it's vegetal.
It does add a lot of spice to this. Like,
I drown food in black pepper. And I just like, it's like, and it's smoky and fire and it's like, I wore cologne even though I shouldn't tonight. And it's like, I love things like cologne, like fragrances that start out really feminine and masculine. And I just feel like that spice, the tension of, I think, the grand feminine and the masculine are something that really exists, I think, creatively and mentally with me. And I just feel like Pinot and Syrah and the attributes of Syrah are this kind of like, there's stuff, Northern Rhone French reds that literally taste like blood, like iron, like truly like blood. And then there's other ones that just taste like Cabernet, and it's so versatile but so unmistakably itself. And you can't really, maybe I relate to it in a way, like you can change it and ease it a certain way, but like it will be itself.
Yeah,
Pinot Noir is that way too.
Yeah,
but
no, that's really cool. That's really fun.
This is a good one.
It is. And speaking from a Pinot perspective, I'm very particular about my Pinots. And this is really good.
And you don't like typically Syrahs and like heavy reds.
Yeah. This is really good though. So you should take that as a compliment because I'm very, very, very picky.
She is very picky.
Very picky.
About her Pinots, for sure.
I want to ask you guys a little bit, like, you loving Pinot Noir, you both then are permissive because it contains that profile that you're attracted to, right? That's it's attraction essentially. But because you drink a lot of it and like it, you're gonna be more picky. Like there's something around the table. I really appreciate kind of learning about your guys' approach. Doesn't seem to be a lot of dogma or gatekeeping. Like in wine marketing, as individuals who are interviewing people and talking about your likes, I feel like you're very inclusive in your language.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think one thing we set out in the beginning too is we're not going to come here and shit talk anyone. Like, that's never the goal.
No, never, never.
Also, everybody's trying to make a living, you know, like like so we don't.
And just because we don't like it doesn't mean other people don't love it.
Yeah.
But like you featured Trader Joe's wine. And I feel like a lot of people who just want to be authoritative are like, that's not what I do. But like you kind of need to meet your audience.
Trader Joe's wine though.
Yeah.
Is really good.
I think we just like want wine to be approachable. Yeah. And so that means trying the grocery store wines and
like we're lucky to live in wine country. Not everybody has access to like such amazing little wineries where they live.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, and I think too that we can appreciate like one of the things I think that we appreciate most, especially about the winemakers that we have been intentional about pursuing, is like we like the stories behind it.
It's just joy is valuable.
Yeah, joy is valuable.
And I think also, kind of sharing in other people's joy and their hard work and appreciating
really
it
good
for
way to
what
put
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
It's valuable to me at least, and I think to the rest of you.
Yeah.
It's really special.
Yeah.
If you just say, I'm going to do this and it's going to be this and this will end up, you will be blinded by the people you meet and the things that might surprise you. I always want to be caught by surprise. I think like that's the death of my creative self, and probably just like my curiosity is like whenever you're putting something out in the world, you have to be curious.
Yeah. Also, I think all of us genuinely like people, and so
except Chelsea.
Except for Chelsea.
Don't mess with Texas.
No.
Chelsea is her own, but the rest of us, I think Chelsea does too, whether she wants to admit it or not. But I think we're curious about people in general, and so you just happen to make things that we also are curious about. So it's like kind of like a double, it's double fun for us because we get to know people that make this wine, and like, you know, everybody has a story behind it, like why they were doing it, which is why we always want to know, like, where did you start, like what got you interested, because it like makes your wine come alive, and it's a fun.
And as a product too, I think our industry is in a really weird place right now. And I don't, like, knock on wood, I don't revel in the difficulty and the financial and the loss of that in the economy, but especially in the wine industry. But it's to some degree a problem that is born of our own creation. Yeah. The gatekeeping, the kind of like, this is special.
Like, it's a luxury.
You're only allowed to have this if you buy that, and losing sight. Don't get me wrong, when things are going well and the money's coming in, you don't have to walk the stuff. You walk the product out to the car. And if we survive this, part of what we will stand to benefit is a little bit of humility and realizing we need to rework how we tell our stories. It's not enough to just be like, I made something and it's important. It is really hard to get this into the bottle and to package it nicely and pay for it. And it's extremely costly, and it is worthwhile, but it is not, just because I made it doesn't mean it is of merit to me and my friends and a couple of people around me, but I dare not take for granted the fact that it's out there, and I have a couple of really lovely distributors and wine reps under those companies that are enthusiastic, and hopefully it works with a couple other people. And I'm small, so maybe we can all limbo underneath a little easier. But that's why I think accessibility and changing how we're approaching it, because I was thinking the other day, like, the juice in here might have been farmed differently, organically, a different style of farming, a different orientation in the vineyard, a different grape, a different style of winemaking, but like, and the treatment that your $60 reserve bottle versus this 20, but like on a liquid level and like on a religious kind of way, like the juice in here does not know it is more or less special than the next one.
It's true.
Maybe it spent some time in New Oak, and I paid taxes on it for 2 years, and I only made 20 bottles of it. And I think when you start there, it's okay for me to make this $5 more because I have less of it. And it's okay for me to put it in a heavier bottle, or, you know, with a nicer this, because I want you to kind of take it seriously. But I think if you kind of rebuild and start at the juice in the bottle and picture, I think a lot of wineries and winemakers do not, we're a little bit just excited about the thing, and we don't really see the wine on the table in front of you at dinner. I hope that some people, there's really small text, I hope people read the poem or the story, but like, I don't expect everyone to experience this the same way.
Yeah, that's true. I opened this bottle, ironically, on International Women's Day. And I just opened it because I wanted a red wine, and I was like, you had reminded me that I had it, and I'm like sitting there and I have it on the table facing me this way, and I was like, oh, wait. And I read it, and I was like, oh, this is a perfect wine to open today. And it was I loved that.
Yeah, it adds another like element to it beyond how it looks and how it tastes.
And we were looking at your website, and because we were all trying to figure out what wine
I was busting up
wanted, and we were reading the descriptions, and we're like, what? Yeah. Like, and like I think a lot of us were like, I want this wine because I liked the story that you put on. Yeah.
And it's such a fine line. Like I couldn't fake it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, like, marketing is about just kind of putting out there and testing a demographic, and 3 out of these 4 women like this shade of pink, and therefore. It is. And that gets tiresome at some point. But like the thing is, a lot of them do kind of taste similar. And not everyone's going to read that or identify. You have different affiliations with what Oregon means, or what a cartoon label versus a Golden Crest means. And it's like, when done properly and or at least intentionally, rather than just like if I just put a shark surfing with a weird name, then punk rock people, then kids who are kind of, not kids, right? But people who are transgressive are going to like a transgressive wine bottle. Like, we do want to find our people that are more likely to identify and relate. I wonder, like, when I'm 70, will I make wines that are called the same thing and look the same way?
Interesting.
Because I'm really only marketing to, like, when you're doing something sincerely, you're really marketing to yourself. You're marketing to your own honesty.
And that's part of the artistic, creative.
We're constantly evolving. So I feel like it probably will change because
It's so
as
funny.
humans.
I was just listening to Billie Eilish interview today, and she was like, I make the music I want to listen to.
Yeah.
She's like, I listen to my music all the time. It's my favorite music.
There's
I feel like if you're going to create something, there has to be a sense of pride. And
Or else, what are you doing? Then it's just a job again.
yeah.
So, Tyler,
yeah, go ahead.
like, I think most people feel like winemaking is glamorous, right? They're thinking they're in Italy and it's just gorgeous and all these things. But if we can look behind the cellar door, what's the reality of it? What do people not know that's happening?
Are there bathrooms?
I hope so.
I work out at a very nice vineyard, but I think it's interesting. I don't know if you always will ask exactly the same questions to other wineries, and I'd really encourage you to repeat that one.
Oh.
I'm the worst person to ask because I do understand a little bit what you're hinting towards, that yes, you have to clean tanks. Yes, there's a lot of downtime. Yes, there's a lot of grunt, and it's not all drinking wine in the sunset every day. I think winemaking is incredibly glamorous. Just not in the way that you're suggesting.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the question should be
No, the question stays as it is.
What would surprise people? What do you think?
Yeah.
Like that it is glamorous.
I want to hear
I
this.
think it's just reframing what your idea of glamour is.
Yeah.
It is incredibly difficult, and part of it is maybe I get to live my dream. I make a product that you get to enjoy. It is, unless you ask, which you are, but in putting something out in the world, it's all of the messy things are just the task of it. You know. Of course I have to clean tanks. Of course I have to wait on a lot of, of course some wines don't work out and you have to dump them. Of course I can tell you all the money that I've wasted and all of the stupid things I've done and the disappointments. But if you reframe the idea of glamour, I am on a 40-acre vineyard and I spend as much unlimited, I pay rent, but as much time as I want, having the best view, that if it was an Airbnb, it would be $800 a night.
Yeah.
And it's a simple glamour, you know, it's like, it is, again, it's very, very hard. It's very difficult. Sometimes I realize I don't travel anymore. I don't, September to what, you know, harvest, I can never be anywhere but that. I can't really leave. I thought, like, what if I wanted to move somewhere? It's like, I have to come back to tend to the wines like weekly, depending on, you know what I mean? So I can't like ever live anywhere else. I can't really take off a year because I have stuff to tend. I could take off harvesting grapes this year, but then all the babies are still there, right? But like the privilege and the things that this is, it is a different, to answer your question really, it is a different definition of glamour, and it's not it's not the glamour that we have decided to market of like, I drink wine out of like a crappy little mug at the winery, and I'm messy and I wear the same clothes. But it's glamorous in the sense that like there are 8 or 10 vineyards across the state that have texted me, here's the gate code, go in whenever you want. Wow. And it's not about money or luxury necessarily, but they're these places that I have no right being. And I get to share in, if my dad's chocolate shop is my little, you know, he doesn't own it anymore, but it is my kind of spiritual inheritance. Those places too are their favorite. I get to do my favorite thing as a neighbor to people who are doing their favorite thing while going to the place that you grow grapes and you raise your family and you know what I mean? Yeah. And it is incredibly glamorous in that sense. Yeah. And frankly, I don't want to push back.
No, it's great.
There's a lot of like richness in what you do.
But it's different. It's different glamour. It's different richness. Yeah. It's not cliches. You know, it's not.
But that's like I feel like that's the kind that counts.
Yeah. But in the kind of things where people assume, you know, when they talk to my parents and like, we didn't know Tyler owned a vineyard or da-da-da. You know, like, no, it is not glamorous in the way that you're suggesting in a lot of ways.
Right.
But if you kind of re-question yourself, I can't disagree with it.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. It sucks sometimes. But in the same sentence of saying it sucks, for someone who, like, anyone who is really pursued a dream hard, almost like doesn't want to curse themselves. I can't say in the same sentence in this microphone, it sucks. Because I don't want to curse myself. Because I'm too grateful for what I get to do. So like, why am I going to take my favorite thing in the world to nice people and share it and go, it was really hard to make this, by the way. Because it kind of was, but it wasn't. Like, I want to do it really bad.
It was hard, but you like But it was.
But I don't
it was
notice
worth
it.
it. Like you love it so much. It's not.
Do you want to do a little less work taking care of your
honestly,
kid? Like you
honestly,
love
that's
it.
kind of
I was
just
actually
like
just thinking parenting
being
is
a
very
parent.
similar.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like you love your kids so much. Like my brother and I talk about this a lot. Like sometimes at the end of the night, you get so frustrated with your kids throughout the day. You know, they do great things. They do a lot of naughty things.
Yeah.
And
So do winemakers.
Yeah. And it's like an imperfect person trying to raise another perfect person. It's just there's going to be a lot of messy in that. But then at the end of the night, you see them sleeping in their beds and they look like little angels, and you're just like, oh man, that's just.
I know, you just like love them so much. Yeah.
And it's just like you think like it's like, how can something be so hard and frustrating and like bring you to like the point of the lowest of low, and then also bring you like this immense joy and beauty and wonder. And I don't know, I think that's what a lot of things that bring you joy in life do.
It's like worth doing all of the hard hard
Yeah.
things for it.
I really like that you brought up the parenting thing, because I think it would be a little arrogant. We have different stakes and we all love what we do. And I've really thought that I don't stand next to a parent in the grocery store or at the playground, but it is not the same. The amount that you need to tend to it is not the same.
Sure.
But the kind of like connection and the
love,
pride you have
I mean,
because it's harder.
absolutely relatable.
yeah,
My baby.
100%. Yes.
I mean, and maybe there's like, as a person who probably won't have kids, like this is mom's wine, that's daughter. I have a wine for my dad. Like a lot of them kind of capture that little,
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
they're scratching at something of meaning, and
Absolutely.
I don't know.
What is this one?
This is permanent Piece Syrah. I think I would be remiss. Jenny Musbecker kind of insisted that I put it on the podcast,
Oh,
which is nice.
thanks, Jenny. Yeah.
I think you're rooting for your friends, and this is the first wine
Absolutely.
I made. The way I like to say it is, it's the first wine I've ever made. It's the last wine I ever will make. The grower in Lane Vineyard in Applegate Valley, Jacksonville, like little cowboy town. You know, I call it high desert because I'm from the beach. It's not like from Walla Walla you would like, but I'm like, there's mountains and tumbleweeds and it's hot and there's fires, and they're like, that's just like the mountains. But to me, it's like cowboy, like it is exotic. This was the only wine I was going to make. The name of the winery was Permanent Piece, and then I was like, that's not a winery name, that's an album name, not a band name. So I named it Monument instead. But the grower, ever since 2018, has given me a ton of fruit, a ton of grapes. Equals that to like 2 barrels and enough to top for about a year, give or take. It's like 55-ish cases. My winery makes like 800 cases a year, give or take a little bit. And I love the fruit so much. The vineyard was planted in the late 70s by a husband and wife. She's deceased as of a number of years ago. He passed away around the year of this being made. Specific vintage is dedicated to Roger. And his son has not only took over before, but has now truly taken over. He built the forklift, or the tractor that they use in the vineyard, out of the back of like a Ford.
Oh,
he just like welded it together to be a forklift.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
And basically the family has been like, you get your ton. You don't get more, you don't get less. A lot of vineyards, depends on the year, if you pay a little bit quicker or you're a bigger vineyard or a better name. The thing is, I'm one of their smallest clients. Maybe not anymore, but I always classically was. And I'm no better or worse than my contemporaries. But my colleagues who work in their vineyard. But I run to that vineyard every July or August with a couple of bottles in my hand, and I want to hand it to him. And it has their family name on it, and he knows how proud I am. And I think I text him more than probably anyone else. And I involve myself per pound. The relationship is probably worth the least to him. I have to remind him to invoice me to pay him before the next harvest.
So what are the grapes?
Just Syrah.
Just
Only
Syrah. Okay.
Oh.
You probably said that and I didn't
No, that's
catch
okay.
it.
I was talking about other random stuff. And, you know, with that ton, I can kind of plan around it better. I get to play.
That's
So
fine.
pretty.
I know. I was
It's
going to say
pretty.
the color is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I get to pretend I'm a really fancy, rich winery because every other wine, Jenny has to be released by May or else no one's going to want it. And I made 260 cases of it, so we better buy it. The 50 or so cases I make of this, I go down to the cellar and I'm rushing all the barrels out to make sure that I have one Pinot on the market and French Lessons White is out and Smithereens is gone and everything's in motion, and I just get to take my time. I don't care. This is a 2021. I didn't like 2022. I dumped it. I liked the wine too much. you can't always afford to do that, but I decided, right? 2023 is already bottled and has been bottled for 6 months. 2024, I'm going to bottle in probably 2 or 3 weeks. I don't care. It's my proudest one. It's my favorite in a sense. It tastes good yesterday. It'll taste good today. And it'll taste good tomorrow. And there's a small enough amount of it that like I only bottle it when I think it's ready. Which a well-financed winery, that's what they would say about all their wines.
I can't believe how dark it is.
Yeah.
I'm like moving it around in my glass. I probably look like
It's
a
beautiful
weirdo.
and it's
just like it's like
it's tasty. I already
I
tried
love
it.
a good Syrah.
It's really good.
I've had a lot of bad Syrah. I love a good Syrah.
Let's shit talk. I have no authority in winemaking whatsoever.
Oh,
My grievance,
wow.
really good.
That is like it's so smooth.
but it's
Okay.
dry. I
love
love
the-
the dry.
I love
Okay,
the
can I tell you all my
pepper.
weird tasting note
Yes.
for this one?
cowboy belt.
Wet and Wild lipstick.
Wet and Wild lipstick.
It's nostalgia right there.
Is that your new, it's the new merch?
Oh,
For the sweaty, it's like
Wet hot. Oh,
Wet
yeah, we might
hot.
have some copyright stuff on that.
if only we could get like a
wet hot.
Wet hot lip balm.
Like
Oh.
it's just
affiliate.
like, it's so
Mom
smooth.
I
bomb.
would take Wet and Wild.
Mom
They're
bomb.
vegan.
It's for the sweaty
Mom
podcaster.
bomb.
Put a little under the eyes and under the pits.
It's an everywhere balm.
The sweaty podcaster.
A mom bomb. I like that. I am impressed how smooth this is.
I know.
Like
And it-
usually Syrahs are a little like,
Bitey?
Yeah, like kicky. Like, but this
I
one's
feel like
just
this has
It
a
still
This
is.
is good.
But
I mean, it
it's
does.
perfect though.
Oh yeah, no, it's it's excellent. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
You did your
A
job
plus.
good.
But it's like, I think about that. Again, I didn't like think of too much of what to say.
I also
It's-
oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
I also get a little bit like just a hint of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah. Sauce,
Oh yeah,
sauce
I can see
Barilla.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like I get that in Syrahs sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I think Pacific Northwest, like California, West Coast Syrah. I love West Coast wine so much more than before I moved here. And now it's like,
West Coast,
I'm a French guy, and now I drink probably 80%, 85%.
Honestly, I didn't start really liking wine until I just committed to only drinking West Coast wine.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
Honestly,
the
I think
connection.
that's
cool.
I think that's kind
I
of
like
where
that.
I felt. I mean, that's 100% where I fell in love with wine was
Yeah. On the West Coast.
out here.
I mean, like the smooth. It's had 4.5 years in bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or about like a year and a half in barrel, and then it just rests and it's tiny. We can't always afford to do that with all the wines, and it's like it's really, it's like it's good 15% because of me. And this is the only wine I make that I would even utter the word it's good. The others I think I love them, but I wouldn't say it's good.
This is very
But
good.
I
What a
think-
privilege for us to
But-
be able
but-
to
Yeah,
have
this is a very good wine.
I think the role I played is just keeping it safe, and that's the kind of parenting thing in a way. It's just like it is a beautiful vineyard. It is great fruit. It is well tended. I was careful when I could, and I gave myself the space and was given the space. You know, the people who I rent from allowing me to have enough literal physical space that I do pay for, but there's a lot of interior considerations in the vineyard and the winery of what's important and what you're doing, and a lot of like kind of collaboration. But yeah, this is a wine without constraint. I just get to kind of tuck those barrels away for as long as possible. Yeah.
It sounds like too the family that you get the grapes from are really important to you, and like that's an important relationship. But I'm curious, like, are there other relationships in your winemaking that you really value or that influence how you make your wine?
I mean, yeah, like starting in like the taxonomy, like just talking to people who like wine and maybe about mine for a little bit and then someone else's, but just like wine is a grocery product that allows us to digest food and relate to each other and like feel a little giddy, right? And that is the base. That will always be the base of it. Like other than tonight, if we drank the rest of this bottle, I'd want to talk about you and what you like and not my wine and not winemaking and not wine and not whatever, right? So like connecting to people is chief among them, and the growers go.
Side note, we'll probably drink that whole bottle tonight.
Great. Well, we're ready for that.
Just to preface, just so your
look at
expectations
empty
are.
glass.
It's good.
Ooh.
The dry, I love. It's like really, like you were saying, it's smooth, and I'm like, no, it's dry, and it's so good.
But it's like smooth
Thank you.
and dry. Like it was smooth in a different way than other Syrahs that I've had. If that makes sense.
and the color is just like.
You were all very mesmerized by the color. It's like, ooh.
I know. I was
Yeah,
just
she's
sitting
so
here and I
ruby.
realized he's talking, so I'm going to be on camera, and I'm like. I actually was thinking
Yes.
I was like, it smells so manly. Like,
Oh my goodness.
no, like
We went
when
over
I think
on
of
wine
a
one
man,
that you-
like a
Like a
man
little bit of musk.
smell. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you were also talking about earlier how like pinot
That's for the real.
I mean, okay.
for the real.
I like how you're.
Guys, we gotta get content out.
I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind if someone smelled like this. It smells really good.
Tyler does.
Yeah, he put this on.
Yeah, when does the perfume come out? When does the scent come out?
Yeah.
When are you dropping the scent?
Okay, and
We need to know.
I worked.
This is where you can do
I
marketing.
worked for a perfumer for a year in Paris, which is
Oh.
one of the 7 most
I wanna hear
pretentious
that
things you can say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
I have like 5 of them, or 7 of them. Dad's a chocolate maker. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I would like candles would be cute, but like a little like 2020.
Yeah.
I really want to make a scent. Ooh, can I do a shout out?
Yeah.
My friend Laura has a place called Little House Perfumery.
Oh.
And it's like a tasting room for perfumes. I've done an event there.
Oh.
We work together. But like it is so unpretentious. It's a little room like this-ish size.
Where
It's
is
just
it?
Yeah, I want to go.
Northeast or North Williams.
I
know.
struggle to find scents that
I do too.
I enjoy wearing.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to smell.
too.
Yes.
Me too.
I always buy like the samples from places, and because I'm like, I don't know.
She has like a punch card and anything on the wall, and it's not like corporate whatever. She will just take one, and she bought little samplers, and she will spray a sample amount for like, don't quote me on the price, but it's all affordable. And it's a lot of them are perfumers that are maybe local or just like small. A lot of there's some French, there's some American, there's some whatever, but it's so fun, and I equivocate it to exactly what we're doing in wine or someone else. It's just like
Nice.
it's just the approach is just tweak a little bit this way.
I love it.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And she
What
does
was
not
the
divide.
what was the name one more time?
Little House Perfumery.
Wines,
Okay,
and
I'm
like,
very
this-
curious though. What are the top 7 most
Pretentious
pretentious
things.
Oh, yeah.
things
Things you could say.
Chocolate.
This is why did I open this
chocolate,
door?
wine,
Perfumery
perfume.
in Paris.
Something about how many horses you had as
Paris.
a child.
Horse.
Were you a horse girl?
I'm a pigeon boy. I don't know.
You had pigeons?
I wish.
Wait, are these pigeons?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look,
On the bottle for the listeners.
Okay,
The label
I'm
is covered in
legitimately
birds.
interested in this. Okay, so there's what are the other?
I write poetry.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Lived in Paris.
Lived
Okay.
in Paris.
Father's a chocolate maker.
Okay,
We got that.
We got the
that.
chocolate.
We
We got
that.
that. So 5.
Well, you said 5 out of 7, right? Oh.
Yeah.
what's your horoscope? I want to see if I guessed right.
Capricorn.
No.
Okay, so Tyler's
Aquarius.
I
Cancer.
No.
No, you're too. You already said yours. I don't remember.
You forgot.
Sagittarius.
No.
Capricorn.
Going
Already
through
guessed
all
that.
of them.
There's. I only know like 7.
Labeling you Capricorn.
Leo.
I already guessed.
My dad is a Leo, and
Okay.
you give daddy energy.
Are you an Aries?
No.
What are you?
What do you think I am? Are you guys so good at this game?
I thought you were an Aries.
That's an air sign.
That's why. Dad energy.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
I got it?
Yeah.
You're Sagittarius?
Yeah. As a fellow Sagittarian, she would know.
No.
I said all the signals, the signs. Our family doesn't believe in it. You finally said the one thing. As Scientologists.
So offensive.
No.
Wow. Presumptive.
I'm
a
still
man.
crying. I'm still crying over the daddy. No.
Okay, do you know what my version of horoscopes is for real?
Yeah.
It's birth order and gender.
Oh,
Yes.
birth order.
Constructs,
Yes.
I get it.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we talk about it a
Yes,
lot.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Birth order.
Oh, want to guess birth orders?
Oh, yeah.
Older sister of a brother.
Nope.
Younger
To me.
sister.
The Enneagram?
Younger sister of a brother.
Oh.
Nope.
Brit.
No.
Still wrong, but I'll take it.
I'm not good at this. You definitely have a sister.
I like how I look.
And by that, I mean an older brother. And you're an only child. She's an only child. You have an older brother. You're an only child. You have a younger sister.
Yes.
Got one. Nailed it.
I nailed it.
A multiple.
I think Stephanie's the only baby of
yeah.
Baby with an older sister.
And?
And they're conjoined.
My God.
Had a parasitic twin. won
Nailed
the war.
it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Got it exactly.
That's why they don't show her from the waist down. It's wild.
my god.
No, but I do have a brother that's like.
I knew you had a brother. I said that.
I have a brother that's 2 years younger than me, but I always call him my older brother because I joke that he was born more responsible than I am. He did everything first too.
You're like, and we don't speak because of the things he did, which we're going to talk about. Okay, no more sibling talk.
No, I
Guess
am,
mine.
I am the oldest of 4. You have a younger sister?
She did research.
You researched me.
I mean, kind of low-key stalked you.
Well, no, your daughter.
cheating.
The daughter.
Like a dad.
I just assume you were the older. Like a dad.
I was
Who
going
is
to
he
say
hanging
you
out
seem
with?
like an older sibling for sure.
That is so kind. No, like, I'm not even mocking you. I think that's really nice. I'm a protector.
Aww. Older siblings are the protectors.
I mean, allegedly.
Younger siblings are
Minus
annoying.
you.
I mean,
I'm an older sibling,
Okay, I was the ultimate protector of all of my
which makes sense.
Daddy energy. Tell me I'm wrong.
I
Yeah, let's ask your son.
Let's ask your son.
Do you-
It's
I was going to say something poignant.
what do you have? What do you have? What do you want
Do
to
you
share?
know what relationship in my winemaking has?
Oh.
Like, okay.
Yeah, let's do
Cellar
this.
mates, big time, like rooting. There's something about doing what you love and loving it, and they're rooting for you. So I think, like, in a sense, the strongest has been my cellar mates and people there. It's like summer camp. I have a little trailer I sleep in. Jim and Jenny are in their Honda Element that has a bumper sticker that says, "I'm in my element." For real. B and Michelle have a cute little 1960s trailer. Ross is building a yurt, and we're like,
Wait, so everyone's camping out?
to some degree, yeah. Not like, and at different, like, I'm there all summer and through harvest and whenever possible.
come?
Yeah, I was just
we
about to ask,
volunteered.
how do we get an invite to this?
We did volunteer to come help Jim and Jenny.
And they
Here we
said
go.
no,
like,
and I'm on
no.
tape saying yes.
No,
they
they
said
said
yes.
yes. They said yes,
Oh.
so we're there.
Okay.
But we're also maybe going to pitch a tent.
Yeah, we got space.
Attend? Forget our families. We're coming to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
Yes.
going to come make wine. And these
That'd
are
be great.
your relationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and like, I never went to summer camp, and I just feel like there's that away from home kind of like.
Yes.
We're 35 miles west of Portland, but we're a world away, and it's the best. But like the real relationship to like semi-end before we revisit, on a cheesy note, is like the relationship with myself. The entire thing is a confrontation of self. Everything in winemaking is something I think. I'm a chaos person. I'm not a destiny person at all. But like everything about wine is something that I was built to be really, really bad at and really good at. And I think the weaving of that story, going from like sitting and watching people be like, wow, everyone's impressed with like my mom's window display and my dad's chocolate making and the little package and the little whatever. And like weaving through that, all of my failures, all the things I did in college thinking I was going to write for magazines and then design furniture and then do this and then own a house and have a little store and all that. Like nothing went correct in the sense of what I thought. But if I kind of weave together 20 years of like, it's exactly what it should have been.
Right?
And so like, yeah, I make wine with my best friends and I do something I have so much fun doing while sharing it with other people who are excited to see it. Right. But like who stood to benefit the most of this selfishly is me. Like you guys got a little tipsy and my cellar mates got to taste the wine, whatever. But like, the experience has been basically finding all the stuff I'm bad at and trying to get good at it. That's a work in progress. And finding all the stuff that I'm kind of good at and just like throwing it out there and hoping that it sticks. That's been really fun.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
That's so cool.
To piggyback off that,
Such a middle sibling thing to say,
I'm not a middle sibling.
which is why I'm surprised.
Hold on.
We were just laughing
I
because.
would like to revisit.
Revisit our.
Oh no! I was just gonna
Interrupting like a younger child would.
say an older child.
Also that?
Yeah. Is this something that, like, now that you have been in this for a while, do you feel like it is a part of you now to where you feel like you can't see your life without it? Like you want to continue in this like
That's a
long
good
term?
question.
Or do you think that this is just like who you are right now and like it's like prepping you for like the next adventure?
I think being on like a little commune with different places to sleep, food and wine is prepping me for like the end of the world really well. to be more honest.
We're going there.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly,
We have 2 forklifts.
We're not that far.
There's like a fence. Yeah.
at the end, my commune should have wine.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure. You guys are
I
really-
feel
yeah.
I mean, I
think we know where we're going.
We are basically a cult. We walk around in sandals drinking wine.
Like this is like totally
on that
our
later.
Okay.
our alley. Like,
Yeah.
We
we
talk
talk
about having
about-
a commune all the time.
Yeah.
What friend group doesn't? What healthy friend group doesn't? That's
true.
You know? Okay, can I revisit now?
yes, let's revisit.
Revisitations.
Genuinely.
Custody battle.
I'm really into Jenny.
Me too.
Genuinely, I loved every single one.
I know, I did too.
I know.
It's like genuinely hard to choose.
I know what I'm going to
Genuinely.
choose.
Okay.
Straightforward. I'm going to stick to my word.
Daughter.
Daughter.
I knew it because it's got Pinot.
Daughter.
Okay, can I please get some Jenny?
Jim Jenny.
Jenny.
I have my
No,
one
I'm
of my
torn
favorite
between
cousins is
Jenny
named Jenny.
and what is
Start with Jenny. Or is it like a
What
thing
is
that you like?
the permanent?
permanent piece? I know I'm torn. I love those two.
What are you
both so
picking?
much. I'm gonna go permanent piece.
Ooh.
I was kind of thinking that too. I also really like the Jenny. I like the daughters
All
too.
of your wines get
all-
revisits.
They're
Yeah.
also
No
good.
big deal.
Oh, so I can pick whatever. Sure, Jenny.
Oh, is that like a voting thing that if we only have one, then like they're like, you can't make that anymore? Sorry.
No, we actually it's pretty rare that we have revisits all 3 wines that we use.
Yeah.
It is.
So-
Yeah, it's just like so on our website.
Take that, insert winery here.
On our website, we have links to all our
Yeah,
wines,
okay.
and you can buy them,
smell is an
and you can search like, oh, I like the wine Stephanie likes, so you can pull up all the wines.
I've seen it. Okay, I didn't realize it was that granular. I've seen the like the little shop and everything.
I know because I put them all on there,
I like that.
and after Shannon instructed me in this method.
I did it myself.
Dad told us. Daddy told us to do it.
You're gonna sit on that computer all day, then.
Okay, here's the theory.
Okay.
Perhaps Tyler is reading our roles within this group.
Oh.
You're the dad. Sorry, established.
Who's the mom?
You're the middle sibling.
Stephanie is
I'm the little
the mom.
sister.
Am I
So
the
does that
mom?
make her the big
Stephanie
sister?
has to be the mom.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
and you're not gonna like this.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I think you're like the young Nona. You just sit. She's got the like chunky jewelry, just sitting there drinking, and like
Okay. No, hold on.
have it, and then just like deal with it.
You know why I love this? You know why I love that? Because I'm wearing my orthopedics, and I am very aware of how long I've been wearing my bra, and I am not happy with how long I've been wearing this thing. Okay, so yes, I will take.
Okay, well, who's the mom?
Yeah, who's the mom?
We don't need. I mean,
There has to be a mom.
I wanna
wine. I don't know.
You gotta categorize these two.
Oh. Mom, daughter.
Daughter. Okay.
It feels right.
It was the like, I'm glowing, I need to put it. And she's like, just deal with it. We're recording. I have to edit this after all. You know?
Stephanie is the mom. She takes care of us.
That's true.
I think that's
Yeah, I think that is
I
true.
feel like that was a pretty. That was your most accurate description
I'd say.
of all of us.
Yeah.
All the others were not.
Tyler, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
today.
thank you.
You.
Had so much fun. We laughed just a little bit. I think maybe you are in my top 5 favorite guests so far on the podcast.
How many have you had?
4.
Great. Okay. I'm going to suggest really bad ones.
Oh no. And if any of our listeners are now very curious and they want to find your
yes.
wine, should they go maybe to your website? I like monument.com. Did I get that
Sure.
right?
Yes.
Where else can they find you?
Oh, on the spot. My distributor does a lovely job in Oregon of getting them. Like, I don't deserve all the places that they are.
Yeah.
But they're like, you can go to Division Wines and Cafe Oli and
But
Other
other
Bellwether
places.
Bar.
But do you list them
I think it's on
on
your
your
website too.
yeah, but I
right?
just like those 3 got a little
Those
special
3 are-
sauce.
Okay,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. Okay. And I suggest people go to your website because it is full of fun little Easter egg
Yes.
stories. And my favorite is the one about Little League Baseball,
Ooh, yeah.
for the record.
Ooh.
Yes.
So find it
So go find it, people.
Yes.
'cause
and report back where you
it's
found
good.
it.
It's good. I found it very relatable.
Thank you.
Can you also get your wine other places than Oregon?
South Korea.
Okay.
If you're in the neighborhood in Texas,
Yeah.
In tech.
In Austin? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Pangea Selections there does a nice job getting around the state. A lot in Austin, but elsewhere too. I'm working with the distributor in Washington. We're just starting out. That'll be great. That'll be a new one.
Oh, okay.
I will have to like tone down my Seattle antagonism and now wave the flag. I'm working on Chicago is very near and dear to my heart.
Chicago's
I'm working
cool.
on getting back into New York, New Jersey, and especially Chicago.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
really,
thank you.
it's been so much fun.
Oh, thank you.
So I made a very special finish for this evening. It is our very first wine tasting notes Mad Lib.
Woohoo.
So I thought you guys maybe can help me fill out the different words, and then I'll read it to our
Yes.
audience.
And none of us have seen this before.
No,
This is all a
this
secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wouldn't let us.
I would not.
I tried.
Yes,
We
they
tried.
did.
We did.
Slap their
Password
hands away.
protected.
So maybe we'll start with Britt and work our way around.
Okay.
The first one's color.
Tyler is. They're cheating, Tyler.
Forget that.
Sorry. No, it's fine. The first one is color.
Oh my god.
Periwinkle blue.
Ooh.
Periwinkle.
Can I just write periwinkle?
Yeah.
I didn't make a lot of space.
Wait, what's the next category?
Chelsea, you get fruit.
Guava?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Shannon, color.
Magenta.
Ooh.
I was going to say that.
Magenta. Tyler, adjective.
Do you know what an adjective is?
Yeah.
I think Tyler knows what an adjective
But it's like, you know, the reels that are like, name a woman. And it's to a woman, and she's like, shiny.
Britt, noun.
Cat.
Chelsea, noun.
Sweat. Is that a noun?
That's a
Person, place, or thing. Sweat is a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And a place. And it's here.
Shannon, adjective.
Furry.
Also a noun.
Furry. Tyler,
Episode.
body part.
I hope that goes with furry.
Like, there's nothing, man. It's like a head. The name of this.
Your clef?
Oh.
Like, What's the-
septum.
Septum.
Oh, yes.
Gosh.
Britt, adjective.
warmly.
Well, that's not an adjective. That's an adverb.
adverb.
You could say
so
warm.
Warm. Yeah.
Warm.
Hot.
No.
No.
Moist.
Warm.
Shit.
Chelsea,
would've been good.
do you want warm? You can change it. You want
No,
moist?
warm. I'm
Okay,
gonna
warm.
stick with warm.
Chelsea, I need a noun from you.
Fingers.
Ooh.
Or just finger.
Finger, singular.
Because you said
Okay.
All right.
noun.
Yeah. We can do an S works. It works.
Okay.
Shannon, adverb.
Leisurely.
Oh.
I think we're writing erotica.
Yeah. I 100%
No
think
way.
this is not gonna this is not gonna
With
be
that
Septum.
Noun.
It all went downhill after furry.
What are the trains in San Francisco on the street?
Streetcars?
Streetcar.
Brit, beverage.
milk.
Also a verb.
Oh my gosh.
Chelsea, adjective.
We haven't had any verbs.
There's not a lot of verbs. There's no verbs, actually.
Adjective. Oh. Frothy.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait, no, you don't want it to be related to milk too much, right?
Well, that's why I came out with frothy.
Whatever
'cause
you like is
milk.
fine. I think anything's be
No,
great.
hold on.
I think Stephanie likes frothy.
It's fine. You can change it.
Okay, Stephanie's the judge. Do you want me to change it or should I stick with frothy?
Let's hear your next choice.
I have to drive home, young man.
You'll get home
Oh,
faster.
Nona.
Oh, yeah. I'm sleeping over. Uncle Ty's in the basement.
Oh, we do have a basement.
She said, "Oh," in a disgusted way, and then rolled her, and then did like the cute thing
even
with her
a-
eyebrows.
There's even a hide a bed.
Oh, perfect.
I'll do brittle.
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 Okay.
Brittle.
And last one for Shannon is a noun.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Ooh. Alliteration.
Okay.
Very creative.
Very
I'm
good.
excited to read this.
So maybe perhaps these are the tasting notes for Jenny tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, Jenny.
Erotica about my mother.
Oh my god.
She could get it.
Maybe for the
Mom
permanent.
is cute.
Maybe permanent piece.
I
Yeah,
made it,
permanent.
Mom.
I mean, this is the new write-up on
No,
your website.
it's mom.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
is you're gonna put this on your website, right? For the tasting notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
So
One
it
day
is-
your sons are gonna say this about you.
Yeah. Periwinkle guava with magenta glints and a light, lively spritz. The nose is shiny and fresh cat and sweet with bright, furry aromatics. On the septum, the spritz is warm. Acidity is fingers. And the leisurely carries through with a ripe, easygoing character. A streetcar poise, low alcohol milk. That is exactly what it sets out to be. Brittle.
Brittle.
Fresh and effortlessly enjoyable. Best shared with bottle.
Best share with bottle. That's like the Timu tasting note. It's not wrong. Best share with bottle. That means you're allowed to drink it alone.
Oh my gosh.
Chelsea 100% almost spit all over me.
That was a close pee my pants type of situation.
I think the Mad Lib is a keeper.
That was good.
You
You definitely need
The
to.
septum was really good.
Wet Hot Wine is hosted and produced by Stephanie Barnes, Chelsea Frering, Shannon Miller, and Britt Winnicka. Sound engineering by Jeremy Miller. Photos by Stefan Frering. Music by Jesse Raborti. This has been the Wet Hot Wine Podcast. Copyright 2026. All rights reserved, just like our last glass.
Maybe you could be our producer.
Ooh, we want an unpaid job? That's a lot of
In a
work.
booth?
Unpaid jobs.
Yeah, would you
Well,
like
right,
an
you can
unpaid
sit
job?
right here.
Yeah.
No, yes, at my
Just keep it going.
You get some wine.